You have been the one for me.
What was that?
I don't know. I think Jade did it.
So I watched Jack and Jill with this bitch, and then she votes out Ben.
What the hell?
I didn't even like Adam Sandler, and I pretend to like him to get on a good side. And now she betrays not only me, but the whole alliance of 5.
What? After that Ben vote, Max messaged me going, "That was fun, wasn't it?" Like, just assholes.
Don't like get angry or anything, just stay calm for a while and we'll figure something out.
I didn't get to say goodbye. I really liked our 5.
My reads on people have been really bad this game. Like, I trusted Jade a lot and I didn't expect her to flip, and again that was a bad read on my part.
I'm just so shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, I really wasn't expecting him to go. I really thought we were going to be fine. I don't know, Jade just did a really good job. Like, I just trusted her so much.
Jade, I thought I'm in the minority now.
Yeah, we sure are. I feel like I'm out next.
Are you okay, Jade?
Not really.
I'm happy you did what you did.
I'm so happy.
Seems to be a going trend in this game that I get my hands dirty and everyone else keeps theirs clean.
I'm a little over having power. I'd like to have just a moment of not stressing that I make the wrong decision. Yeah.
Like, if there was a way for me to make this thing work and never have to, like, completely lie, then that's what I would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was so excited. And then we go to the group alliance call, and it's like a funeral. It's like my mum had died.
The toll it takes is, it's just that double-edged sword of like,
Everyone's like, oh, it's so sad betraying them. And I'm just like busting out of my seat.
it was also really hard just because of trust that was put in people, so it is a really hard thing to do.
Yeah.
But
It's so sad to betray them. Fuck off.
We all made this happen. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
You look really sad.
I am sad.
Jade came to me last night, and I've convinced myself I'm going home still. Like, it's just, I'm gonna get backstabbed again. That's how I feel. But I've got to make sure that Jade feels secure, or else he's gonna go flip.
What happened?
I just know that I was obviously the last person to come in, and Ben has always said my name, and
I know.
I hope she sticks with the Girl Alliance, because that'd be fun. You know.
It makes sense. I get it.
oh my god. Okay.
Well, like, my first thought was,
Shit, I'm in a minority now.
No, well, that's not
You're not going to them, are you?
And I'm like, fuck, what did I just do?
Annalise. Yeah. I am considering voting her. For one major reason, I'm so scared of her reacting to what I do in this game that I'm not doing what I want to do.
So everyone's gonna hate me.
No, it was a big move, and it was gonna have to be done eventually anyway.
The 3 Suluan people don't know what I've been doing. They only know that I voted Ben, and they know why I voted him. With Annalise, if I just get her out already, I don't have to worry about that anymore.
I'm really grateful for the way you reacted just then. Even if you're lying to me, at least it was nice.
Ben, pretty random that Jade voted him out so soon.
I voted Ben.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I thought that.
It would just be so much easier right now, because then I wouldn't have to suck up to Jade.
You're not pissed off?
Oh, I thought that he wanted to take you to Final 2. Lol. Do you still want to work with us, or did you want to work with, like...
I want the girls to go far, so I have to work with you.
I am, like, desperately trying to get her to be on our side again.
But you're okay? Because
Yeah.
it's about you two, so...
Oh, I kind of thought it was funny. I don't know if you knew, but I did laugh.
I seriously thought that I was going to cry the rest of the night, but you two have made me feel so much better, so very great.
I also had lost Eden, and I'd lost Tyler, and I'd lost David. And even though she had voted out Ben, I thought that Jade was like our only hope.
Yeah. I feel like you and I are like sort of on like the same page. It's just how we want to go.
The next morning, I kind of thought if Karthik and Annalise get voted out, I don't want to just be like the next vote.
If you do decide that what is best for you is voting out like Karthik or Annalise, that like, I will still trust you and want to work with you.
Annalise accepted she was going to be voted out. So I made an alliance with Tyler J and Jade.
So Tyler said that he's interested in the 3 of us going together.
Caitlin had obviously suggested that Tyler J should be brought in. I could see that I can make this work.
We feel compelled to vote differently from each other this round.
Got off the phone with Tyler J, and Tyler J was like, whoa, we're not going to vote the same. Not ideal.
Here's my pitch to you, Caitlin. If Annalise or Karthik go out tonight, you get to get rid of one of those big threats to you winning the game without actually getting your hands dirty.
Don't actually know how on board I am with breaking up Annalise and Karthik, because I don't really want to vote them out because I love them. But if Annalise and Karthik go, I hope that is enough for me to stay safe.
Do you think that Caitlin is asking for the names so she can tell them which one?
I'm not sure. She seemed very truthful, but she's good at this game.
Jade and I have both had discussions with Caitlin.
Oh, the really difficult thing is, can I trust Caitlin?
Regardless of how things play out, if I make it to the end, I'm the person that pissed everybody off. The position that I ended up in, I did want to be in that position, but I only wanted it for like 2 rounds. Came straight to me and literally said, whatever you decide to decide, I'll still work with you anyway. Like, hooray. I just wanted to be able to like get into that position, figure out where everyone was, and then like move myself a little bit away. But I mean, that didn't happen.
And like I said, if Dion goes, Dion goes. And if that's what you decide is best to do, I will support you on that.
When you feel like you're making the decisions for everybody and you can make those decisions, there's no one stopping you. I feel like that's more difficult and you're constantly wondering, What's the absolute best move? Not just a good move, the best move.
Players will compete in a variation of the challenge flip out. Players will be given starting positions within a grid of hexagons. One at a time, they will take turns flipping an adjacent hexagon. This will continue until either all the hexagons are covered or the challenge is at a stalemate. The player with the most hexagons covered will win individual immunity. Each player takes their randomly assigned starting position and makes their first move. Players begin encroaching on each other's space. As Tyler J rushes to obstruct Karthik.
Basically, I didn't want Tyler J to win, so I just went on the side, and for me, like, getting Tyler J or Dion would be my preference.
The game continues as players lay down their 4th and 5th hexagons. As the space gets tighter, Max and Jade veer into each other's areas.
Matt,
Shutting
giving me no room at all. He figured he had heaps of room with Caitlin going that way, and he wanted it, and he didn't care if it affected me or not.
Jade moves away from Max as Tyler J and Karthik continue to cut each other off. Meanwhile, Caitlin has completely shut off Dion from expanding his area. As the challenge continues to unfold, Max steers clear of any surrounding competitors. As we head towards a stalemate, Max has taken the lead and almost the largest area of anybody remaining, making it impossible to overtake his current position. And with the final move, Max has secured himself with the largest uncontested area and 1 individual immunity.
Do you think that that was on purpose, or do you think that... Did it affect you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I hand it over to you.
Congrats, Max.
What the fuck? I
Yeah.
want a challenge.
Yeah.
Comp beast, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Max won immunity, so we got into a chat last night after the challenge. Now that we have the majority, it felt like the perfect time for us to get involved.
You know, well, have we talked about who we want out this round?
The game opened up massively for me. I'm actually able to drive some decision making and play this game hard and hopefully create a resume.
Do you know what? Can I say who I want? And obviously it's a discussion, but I feel like it's Caitlin's time to go.
I actually think Annalise and Karthik need to be split up.
I think Caitlin, because they won't play an idol on her, because this is my perception of the world, right?
Jade and I both want to keep Caitlin around, but Dion and Max clearly have an agenda for Caitlin to go, to the point where there was no room for arguing with them.
It's kind of obvious that Jade's trying to give herself a backup plan. I think it sucks that Max can't voice an opinion without people telling him no. That's a very Eren move.
This round, we take out Caitlin.
I really think Caitlin is the one on her own out of those.
I'm so fucking over Jade. Don't be so fucking dismissive of me and like, oh.
If we take out Caitlin, it's the best way of making sure this group is the end game. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Dion and Max.
They're allowed to want to have power. They just have to watch the way they talk.
You're not willing to listen to anybody else, you just flat out disagree. And it sounds like Eren.
It's just so frustrating to work with. She's taken off her mask and revealed that she's actually Eden.
Jade, please don't remind me of Eren, because that's very dangerous.
We just have to deal with another Eden again, and it's just fucking ejecting.
I could see in Jade's face she was immediately having regrets that she went with this group.
But can we just have a bit of like a 10-second happy wiggle about the fact that we have majority? Can we have that?
A wiggle?
Yeah, like
grow up, but sure.
You can just have like a 10-second happy like sit.
No, the rest of us wiggle.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wiggle, and I'm gonna have to
That wasn't 10 seconds.
I need to get.
The happy wiggle is fine. The very cocky, I got immunity and I'm going to tell everybody what to do is not.
Max got off a call. This is frustrating now. So we get on a group call and she's just paranoid. She's trying to better set herself up for a backup plan. I don't want her to have a backup plan because that's shit for us, but I'm pissed off about it because it's like we could have pulled out Eden. So the reality of the situation is stop looking after yourselves for once.
I'm so fucking over Jade right now.
What the fuck can we do?
You're in a majority alliance that obviously is run by 2 fucking people who have connections to the other side, so you can't fucking threaten them because
we have to play this carefully because we don't have sway with the other side.
When Tyler justifies a lot of this shit to me, he's justifying it about his personal relationships. Bitch, I ain't got no personal relationships, motherfucker.
I think Jade feels like she is responsible for us still being in the game. And, you know, I hate that. I hate that she thinks that she's done everything. I'm the person. If they get rid of me, I taint that jury.
Oh, I'd be so fucking bitter, dude.
Yeah. There is a way that we have to talk to people like Tyler, Jane, and Jade, which is frustrating because they're like, I don't want to say they're emotional people. I don't want Jade to have a backup plan with the girls, but like, this is frustrating now. Tough cookies. That's the game.
I really want to be pushy. I really want to fucking hammer it down, but I know
you
that
can't.
If you are pushy, did you hear what,
I go home.
Yeah, you gotta let me finish my fucking sentence, bitch. Caitlin's the villain of the season. Come on.
How you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm still worried.
You're worried?
I always worry.
Do you have a preference at all, or are you're not sure? Or?
I don't really have a preference, no.
Jade's an unpredictable person. She apparently doesn't see me as someone she can win against. I only really like Caitlin and Karthik in this game, but I don't think they're going to stay together. I think people are going to split up, and I don't want to work with Max because he's annoying as hell. Dion is just like the most dramatic person ever. I think I might have to start being desperate for the first time in my life in this game.
Love you.
I think I'm going to have to work with Tyler J, which makes my blood boil.
Alright, so can we at least agree not to vote for each other this round?
Yeah, I'm happy to do that. So really, I don't want to talk to anyone. I don't. Like, everyone...
Putting some trust in you. I hope it's not me.
No, I've heard Dion.
Yeah, I think it's time.
So, I'm gonna have to try and talk to Tyler J and just risk it to the biscuit. So.
I was scared of you, like.
Wait, what?
I've been terrified of you since day one.
Really?
Yeah. Well, now it's like an awesome story if we're like in the final together.
I called Tyler J and he's like, I promise you that I will never vote you.
I'm not voting for you.
I'm not voting for you. And we did a deal, like, I wouldn't vote for him, he wouldn't vote for me. And of course, like, obviously I've been like, okay, Tyler J, like, this is my get back at you, but you know, you're just invincible, so there's no point anymore. Yeah, so okay, my name's not coming up, like I'm not being voted at all.
Okay. See you at Tribal.
Bye.
Hey,
Hi. How we going?
Hello. I'm about to have a group call with Misfits, and if they talk like they did last night, I'm just going to fuck that up.
From that.
What did she say?
Not a lot. She did say your name though, Dion.
Okay.
So I don't know.
So
Have you heard anything, Jade?
Dion.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure that nobody has a backup plan. So we get on a group call and I had to say something. I'm just, like, for me, like, I know that you guys are talking with your best intentions, but I can't help but feel like there's backup plans. I was like, look, honestly, I'm like, just with the way that things are being mentioned right now, it feels like people have backup plans.
Max and Dion, they accused us of wanting to have a backup plan. Yeah, fucking right, we want to have a backup plan in this game.
Can I come and say the fact that you guys have done a bit of a switch on not wanting to do anything with Karthik makes me think that you have a backup plan?
And I can tell now, I can tell that Jade is wavering.
Karthik's received the most votes up to this point.
So why not Annalise?
I can go Annalise.
Yeah, I can go. I wasn't voting for her, but I said that before we had this call, so.
Well, I prefer Annalise.
I mean, I'm not opposed to Annalise.
Let's go all hands in, Annalise.
That was way too easy.
Because Jade, at some point you're gonna have to trust us. I'm sorry.
But
hands in. Can we do it hands in? Okay. Hands in. 3, 2, 1. Annalise.
Yeah.
Annalise.
Even though I think the attitude that both Dion and Max can have is really hard to take sometimes. Annalise, she has a lot of friends on the jury. She's a threat and she could win because people don't expect as much from her.
Alright, I love you all.
I love you guys.
Love you guys.
We get off the call after agreeing to make Annalise the name. And then, you know, Jade has her hesitations and she wanted to get onto a call with me straight after. She's like, just tell me straight.
I feel very strange, so that's why I want you to talk to me properly.
Okay, I think you thought that I was taking Max aside and I was just hearing him out. So...
I don't want there to be sides, but last night came on very strong.
Okay. It just really bothers me that she doesn't reassure us. We have to reassure her the whole time.
I've been in a group before though where I don't get heard, and I understand that you two probably feel like you've had no power for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But all my decisions have been based on this group instead of necessarily what would be best for me.
So I feel like I had to put my game on the line for you guys as well. Like I hope like it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
And I think this was the vote that I felt like I got to have a say.
The reason I want to send Caitlin home is because people might want to use her at the final 5 to take me out.
Jade, I feel like everything she wants goes, and I'm very frustrated.
And both you and Dion, you two have felt like you haven't had any power for a couple of rounds. Yeah, you're happy to stick with the 4, but the moment that there's 5 or 4, I'm gone.
Oh, what the fuck? I don't give a fuck about power. If my group is staying together and reaching the end,
I want to have all the pieces, and it's just so frustrating to work with.
Okay.
I think it's just that whole paranoia of just always thinking like I'm gonna go.
Pretty much 50-50 at this point. I don't know. Like this vote is basically comes down to what Jade decides. So, but I don't know. It's all on our hands. Like she's not like she's not being certain.
So now I feel stressed. I tried to help Annalise and Jade get along, and I tried to convince Jade that she was like good with Annalise and Karthik, and it was fine. See, I feel like I need to vote Annalise out, but at the same time, I wonder if I could win against Karthik.
It's like, because it's always been a blind side, I'm like, I just don't know who's ever gonna go.
The thing is, like, I know that I can't beat either of them, I think, so I want to vote them out, but at the same time, they're like my friends now.
But Survivor.
Welcome everybody to the Final 7 Tribal Council. How are y'all feeling?
It's a feeling you would have never experienced, Jaden, because you've never made it to the final 7.
That was so good.
Caitlin, what did you expect to happen last Tribal Council?
I did expect us to vote out Dion, so it was, I don't know if you saw me, it was quite a shock when Ben was voted out. Obviously, not everyone felt as comfortable with Ben.
Dion, how does it feel to still be here?
I mean, I'm glad I didn't go home last round. I think I have a different perspective on that to the people who voted for me. I think that I have always had my name come up, and I'm not gonna lay down and die. It's not my style. I'm gonna continue to talk to everybody in this group, and I reach out to every single person in this chat. There's not one person in this chat that I don't reach out to. It's whatever they respond to me with that I'm willing to maintain that kind of conversation. And I was open this vote to do more, but it's one of those situations where I'm just kind of like, I'm waiting for that time for people to want to make that move, want to do something with me rather than being threatened by me. For what? I don't know. I'm everybody's, target, so utilize me.
So you don't think enough people in this game are coming to you, trying to make offers to include you in a plan?
Well, it's okay. I mean, I don't feel like it's purely their responsibility to be pitching plans. I do believe that I have a part in that, and I have gone to people in rounds. I spoke to Ben about making moves. I spoke to, with Tyler G. I spoke with all those people, and unfortunately, David, every time somebody wants to speak to me, they go home. So I think that they probably think there's a curse that if you talk to Dion, you're gonna go home.
Tyler, do you feel a different sort of vibe after the Ben vote now, heading into the Tribal Council?
The Ben vote was emotional, and I just hope that other people in this game are like me, where they hit the reset button at the beginning of a round and they don't think about my past and think about the path that's in front of them right now.
Arthur, do you believe that a reset button has been hit at the start of this round?
Obviously, I think the past should have an impact, but I actually don't get what that's supposed to mean.
It's like when you didn't talk to me for a few rounds, Karthik, and I still went to you and said we can work together, the past is the past, and then you lied to me. That's what it is.
I mean, if you say it's the past in the past, are you saying that the people that you have been loyal to in the past, you will just forget it and work with the people that have not worked with you? How could you completely forget the past and then say you would be loyal to the people that you are working with?
I think loyalties change in this game.
So you are saying you would not be loyal to a person who has been loyal to you?
Yeah, I'm still looking for people who will be loyal to me.
I don't get it. But then you would reset after each round.
I am open to anything. I'm open for relationships to change. I think that if
I mean, sorry, I didn't want to not talk to you or anything, but I didn't feel like I would work with you, suggested me, so I didn't want to keep lying to you again, so that wasn't trying to ignore you or anything.
You lied to me as well. You told me multiple rounds.
Dion, multiple rounds. I lied to you just one round, and basically you asked me to you said that you didn't like how Eden didn't lie in the Daniel vote, and you said that you would rather prefer people lying to you. Isn't that what you said to me after the Daniel vote about Eden?
Yeah, but I'm trying to say that you can't sit here and say that you can't work with people moving forward based off of what's happened. You just contradicted your own statement.
No, I'm not
am I
saying
supposed to trust you now?
I'm not saying I would just bluntly ignore saying I'm not going to work with you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's good to talk about.
But
it's not something taking personal or anything. But yeah, I agree. It's good to
Dion, you rolled your eyes at that.
I hate how people get angry and then all of a sudden back down because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. This is a game. Own your game. You're gonna call people out on their shit, and we shouldn't have to be sorry for calling people out on their shit. Has anybody watched Survivor?
No! Why isn't it fun?
You were saying it the whole time.
It's too tense.
Alrighty then, on a lighter note, does anybody else have anything they want to say before we get to the votes? Nope. So, you guys know the drill. I will be calling you one at a time to vote, and then we'll be getting you after that.
How's everybody going?
Hoping Jade or I don't know. Just hoping for the best.
Anyone still got their shoelace handy?
I just untied them today.
Oh, epic.
It's the same one as last time. Yeah. This is probably my last tribal council. Ah! Bye!
Annalise, this is my praying that you don't have an idle played on you and that we have the majority. And I needed to try and cause some chaos at Tribal to put the heat on Karthik. So that's where I'm going.
I can't resist an audience sometimes, guys, and I start speaking and I don't think about what I say.
Hello, Jade. Who are you voting for and why?
What if I don't know yet? I have two names written down. Dion and Annalise. One I want gone because he's pissing me off. And one I want gone because they can win. Alright. Let's see if I'm screwing things up.
Okay, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and they would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Once votes read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Alright, votes. Let's vote. Dion. Dion. 2 votes Dion. Dion. 3 votes Dion. Annalise. 3 votes Dion, 1 vote Annalise.
Yeah.
Annalise.
Explain my name right, guys.
Annalise. 3 votes Dion, 3 votes Annalise, 1 vote left. And the 17th person voted out, and the 5th member of our jury, Dion.
What?
Dion, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to leave.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Congratulations, guys, for making the final 6. You're free to go back to camp.
One of them flipped on me that just proves my mentality in the fact that they had people on the other side. I don't want to sit here and say they took me out because I was a big threat, but they definitely took me out because they realized that I wasn't playing as poor of a game that they initially thought I was.
I came into Tribal going Annalise, but I like her. Listening to the negativity again made me go, I just want it to go away, even if it blows up my game. Let's see if I'm screwing things up.
I gave you half of an idol. I've given you my trust, my loyalty. You've had my vote every single round. Don't be upset with me.